Start with January, end with December is called calendar year. Who is going to pay 2,500? The business is going to pay 2,500. Actual purchase become 64,400. Who invested? Businessman has invested the money into the business. I am Dr. B.S. Subramania, called by name Dr. B.S.S., Professor in Commerce and Management, Vidyashram First Aid College, a temple of excellence, Mysuru. I am going to handle Financial Accounting 1 of BCom. Here, Session 8, Unit 2, Final Accounts of Sole Trading Concern of first semester BCom. The heading goes Final Accounts of Sole Trading Concern. What is actually Final Accounts of Sole Trading Concern? Here the word sole trading means individual business, single man business is called sole trader. So final account, this is the last account prepared by him. At the end of the year, he is going to prepare the final account. Once this account is prepared, no more accounts to be prepared. So you must be careful. This is the last account should be prepared by a sole trader. He must take the interest. The entire profit or loss depends upon his capacity. If you take more risk, more profit is there. If you take the less risk, less profit is there. He is the single man business. He has to take the risk because in order to earn the profit, today is a competition world. He has to take the risk. If you take more risk, more profit is available. Final accounts mean this is the last account prepared by him. Once this account is prepared, no more accounts should be prepared. It has got 3 divisions. The divisions are trading account, profit and loss account, and a balance sheet. Which are the 3 divisions are trading account, profit and loss account, and a balance sheet. What is trading account? Which gives the result of gross profit and gross loss. So direct expenses should be taken into trading account, only purchase and sale. For example, if you purchase a goods worth of 80,000, he spent the wages for rupees 20,000. What's the cost? 1 lakh rupee. He sold for 1,50,000, that 50,000 is called gross profit. By chance, for 1 lakh rupee, he sold for 70,000, 30,000 is called the gross loss. So here, directly connected expenditure, which are directly connected, wages is directly connected, carriage inward is directly connected, freight charges is directly connected, power is directly connected, manufacturing expenses is directly connected, only purchase and sale will be taken into consideration. Then we move on to profit and loss account, which is a nominal account. All indirect expenses and indirect income will be taken into consideration. Whatever the gross profit or gross loss, it will be transferred to profit and loss account, where we are going to prepare profit and loss account. All the expense and losses will be shown on the debit side. Income will be shown on the credit side. The net result we are going to write, maybe net profit or net loss is concerned, which has been transferred to balance sheet. If there is a net profit, your capital account will be raised. If there is a net loss, the capital account will be reduced. So you have to prepare a balance sheet. What is a balance sheet now? It is not an account, it is a statement of assets and liabilities which shows the financial position. I repeat, balance sheet is not an account. It's a statement of assets and liability which shows the financial position. How much asset we are having, how much liability we have to pay, what's the difference is capital. Asset minus liability is equal to capital. Which are the 3 divisions are? One is trading account, one is profit and loss account, one is a balance sheet. Trading account is directly connected. The results are gross profit or gross loss. P&L account is indirectly connected. Net profit or net loss, which can be transferred to profit and balance sheet, where a balance sheet for a capital net profit should be added. If there is a net loss, capital account should be deducted. What's a balance sheet? It is not an account. It is a statement of assets and liability which shows the financial position of the concern. How much asset we are having, how much liability you have to pay. What's the difference is capital. Asset minus liability is equal to capital. So here the final account is based on the trial balance. Now I am going to explain what is trial balance is. This is the following balances were extracted from the books of Mr. Mohan Garments on December 2014, they say. So December 14 means start with January, end with December is called calendar year, start with April, end with March is called financial year. So end on which date? 31st 2014 means it is a December calendar year. So they have given a trial balance. Here given a trial balance. So trial balance shows debit side assets and expenses, credit side incomes liability. What's the base? Debit side assets and expenses, credit side incomes and liability. So you must be in a position to bifurcate which are the assets are, which are the liabilities are, which are the expenses are, which are the incomes are. Now I will bifurcate. You have to learn this. What is the first one? Opening stock trading account, debit side. Purchases and sale trading account. Then return inward and outward. This is called sales return. This is called purchase return. What's your sale? 1,12,000. Sales return is 4,600. Your purchase is 67,600. Purchase return is 3,200. Your carry inward is called trading account. Raw material is coming in. Then general expenses, profit and loss account, debit side. Insurance connected to business, profit and loss account, debit side. Then scooter repair expenses, profit and loss account. Salary, profit and loss account, debit side. All are expenditure. We'll move on. Cash in hand is asset. Scooter is asset. Furniture is asset. Building is asset. Debtor is asset. Wages trading account. Discount credit side, receipt, profit and loss, credit side. Bank overdraft is a liability. This is a liability. Then commission credit side, receipt is a income, profit and loss, credit side. Creditor is a liability. Liability item. Then capital is a liability item. He invested the business. So the businessman and the business is there. Who invests the business? Businessman invests the money. Who receive? Business is the receiver. Who is the investor? Businessman is the investor. Who is the receiver? Businessman. Business is the receiver. We have got such idea. Here, unexpired insurance means prepaid. Deduct from the insurance, then asset side of the balance sheet. Deduct from insurance and the asset side of the balance sheet. All adjustments should appear twice. The item from the trial balance should appear only once, either in the trading account or in the profit and loss account or in the balance sheet. Salary due but not means outstanding. Add to salary how much? 2,000. Then 2,000 will come on the liability side of the balance sheet. Wages outstanding, add to wages in the trading account, then it will come on the liability side of the balance sheet. Interest on capital, you calculate the 5%. Now, you invested the capital, the firm pays the interest. For a firm, it is a loss, no? It will come profit and loss account, debit side. Then when you are doing the balance sheet, for a capital, it should be added. When you say capital, it's a personal. For personal, it's a income. For a business, it's a law. First, it will come P&L account, debit side as interest on capital. While you're doing the balance sheet for capital, interest should be added with the assumption capital belongs to businessman, personal. So its amount have been increased. Then, depreciation on furniture is 10%. The value of the furniture has come down by how much percentage? 10%. First P&L account, debit side. While you are doing the balance sheet out of the furniture, that amount should be deducted. Closing stock means unsold goods 10,000, trading account, credit side, asset side of the balance sheet. Where it will come? Trading account, credit side, asset side of the balance sheet. We'll move on to problem now. Your opening stock is 16,000 as per the problem. Your purchase, if you want, you can see that word cash in hand, cash at bank is there. See that? What's your opening stock? 16,000. Where will come? Trading account, debit side. What's your purchases? 67,600. Your purchase return is 3,200 will come trading account. Then carriage inward come in the trading account. Then you'll move on. Here your wages will come in the trading account. Okay. Opening stock 16,000. Your purchase is 67,600. minus return is 3,000. Actual purchase become 64,400. Your wages paid 1,200. How much still payable? 200 from the adjustment, it becomes 1,400. Your carriage in your raw material is coming in 1,400. You made a sale of 1,12,000. How much goods returned? 4,600. The actual sale become 1,07,400. The unsold stock is 10,000. If you add the credit side, it is 1,17,400. If we deduct, the difference is 34,200, which is a gross profit which has been transferred to profit and loss account. In your profit and loss account, by gross profit brought down 34,200 taken from the trading account. How much discount received? 1,400. How much commission received? 1,800. Then general expense and expenditure. How much insurance paid? 4,000. How much unexpired is nothing but prepaid. How much prepaid? 1,000. Actually become 3,000. Your repair charges is 200. Salary is 9,000. How much? How much already paid? 9,000. How much still payable? 2,000. It become 11,000. Your capital is 50,000. How much interest is charged? 5%. For a business, it is a loss. For him is a gain. I will repeat. For a business, it is a loss. For him is a gain. Interest on capital is a loss. Depreciation on asset is a loss. The net figure comes to 17,800, which has been transferred to a balance sheet. For a capital, this should be added. We'll move on to balance sheet. Your cash at bank is an asset. Your scooter is an asset. Your building is an asset. Furniture 5,000, depreciation 10%, 500. Today's value is 4,500. Your debtor is 6,000. Your closing unsold stock is 10,000. Prepaid insurance you have paid, that is unexpired insurance, is 1,000. How much bank OD you have taken? 10,000, which you have to pay 10,000. Creditor you have to pay 16,000. Outstanding wages still payable, how much? 200. You have to still salary as per the adjustment is 2,000. We started with 50,000. On that, interest is paid for the owner. For a business, it is a loss. For him is a gain. This is a gain to personally 2,500. How much net profit is? 17,800. It comes to 70,300. The balance sheet has been tallied for 98,500. This is the value. But here, before conclusion, we have to go through once again the trial balance, how it will be affected. I will explain. This is actually trial balance is given. I told you about the trial balance. So trial balance is prepared with the help of the ledger. Ledger is prepared with the help of the journal entry. How it is? Journal entry to ledger, ledger to trial balance to final account. This is the business cycle is concerned. How it is? Journal, journal to ledger, ledger to trial balance to final account, where the final account we have got trading account, profit and loss account, and a balance sheet. When the trial balance is given, it is a arithmetical accuracy of books of account. We have got two sides. One is the debit side, one is the credit side. These items taken from the ledger. You prepare a separate ledger for open stock, purchases, written in the mud, carry separate ledger is prepared. The final figure of the ledger has been transferred to trial balance debit. Here, this side, it has been bifurcated according to principle. When you say right here, debit side, assets and expenses, credit side, incomes and liability. Debit side, assets and expenses, credit side, incomes and liability. According to this principle, it will be bifurcated. Here it has been bifurcated according to this principle. Opening stock is an asset. Debit side, nothing but stock is a goods. Then purchase is a goods. That's why it's a debit side. It is going out. It should be credited. So it is nothing but sales return. Goods have been returned. Here it is called purchases return. Carriage inward means raw material is coming in. It's an expenditure. General expense is an expenditure. Then insurance is an expenditure. Scooter expenses, repair expenses is an expenditure. Then salary is an expenditure. It's already paid. Cash in hand is asset. Scooter is an asset. Furniture is an asset. Building is an asset. Debtor is asset because we have to receive from the customer. Wages is an expenditure. Discount, credit side, received. We received 1,400. Profit and loss account, credit side. Bank overdraft, you have taken the loan. That will come on the liability side of the balance sheet. Commission on the credit side means we received. P&L account, credit side. Then then creditor, seller, we have to pay. Liability side of the balance sheet. Capital will come on the liability side of the balance. Regarding the capital, I told so many times, there are two concepts are there. One is called business entity concept. One is a businessman, one is a business. Businessman invests the money into the business. Who is the receiver? Business is the receiver. Who is the giver? Businessman. So one side as a giver, one side as a receiver. If there is any interest on capital comes, interest on capital comes, interest on capital is a loss to the business. The firm has to pay the interest. That will come profit and loss account debit side. While you are doing in the balance sheet, for a capital, interest on capital should be added with the assumption it is purely personal. Capital is a personal account that should be added himself. So here the concept is one is a businessman, one is a business. Businessman invests the money into the business. Who is the receiver? Business is the receiver. What's the entry goes? Cash account, data to capital account. We are receiving the cash for sake of capital. So who is the receiver? Business is the receiver. Who is the giver? Businessman is the giver. Whatever the interest we are going to give for interest on capital, that is lost to the business, gain to him. In the profit and loss account, it should be shown on the debit side. While you are doing in the balance sheet for a capital, this should be added. That is the principle you have got. Then all adjustments should appear twice. I told so many times the items in the trial balance should appear only once. The items in the trial balance should appear twice. What is the first item? Unexpired insurance means prepaid. Deduct from insurance and the asset side of the balance sheet. How to treat? Deduct from insurance, then asset side of the balance sheet. Salary due but not made outstanding. Add to salary, then liability side of the balance sheet. Then wages outstanding, still payable, how much? 200. Whatever the trial balance side, it's already paid. If you see that, wages here, wages outstanding, you say that. If you see that, here wages is how much? 1,200 is already paid. How much already paid? 1,200. Here, how much still payable? 200. For this year, it becomes 1,400. How much still payable? 200. That will appear on the liability side of the balance sheet. 1,200 is already paid. It won't come. It's an expenditure. How much still payable? 200. Add. The 200 will come on the liability side of the balance sheet. Interest on capital. If we see last item, your capital is 50,000. Your capital is 50,000. Your capital is 50,000. Interest on capital. Interest. 50,000 into 5 by 100. It works out 2,500. Who is going to pay 2,500? The business is going to pay 2,500. This will appear profit and loss account debit side. While you are doing the balance sheet, what is the total capital? 50,000. How much interest is? 2,500. That should be added in the balance sheet. His personal is how much? 50,000. How much interest cost? 2,500. It becomes 52,500. This is actually depreciation on furniture 10%. If we see that the value of the furniture here, furniture value here, value is how much? 5,000 is there now. On that 10% you have to calculate. 10% of 5,000 is 500. It has come down by 500 rupees. 500 will come profit and loss account debit side. While you're in balance sheet, we have to show the clear picture of today. What's the value? Book value is 5,000. How much has come down? 500. What's the today's value? 4,500 you have to show. Not 5,000. 5,000 has been come down by how much? 500. What is today's value? 4,500 is a market value that will be shown on the asset side of the balance sheet. Then, division of closing stock. Unsold stock is how much? 10,000. Where it will come? Trading account, credit side, asset side of the balance sheet. Where it will come? Trading account, credit side, asset side of the balance sheet. Regarding this depreciation, I will give one more information. What is depreciation? Fall in the value, continuous fall in the value of the asset. If the depreciation comes in the trial balance, Instead of here, if it comes in the trial balance, directly it will come profit and loss account debit side. Don't deduct from the asset. I will repeat. If the depreciation comes from the trial balance, you should appear only profit and loss account debit side. Don't deduct from the asset. If it comes on the adjustment account, first profit and loss account debit side, deduct from the concerned asset. If the word goes depreciation on machinery, first P&L account debit side, deduct from machinery. If the same goes depreciation on building, first P&L account debit side, then deduct from the building. If the word goes instead of depreciation, appreciation is there. First appreciation of building, first P&L account credit side for a building that should be added. Appreciation should be added, depreciation should be deducted. Closing stock, unsold stock, where it will come trading account credit side, asset side of the balance sheet. So, Vilma, how we have solved? Your opening stock is 16,000. You made a purchase of 67,000. Returns is 3,000. Actual purchase become 64,400. Wages paid is already paid. Your wages paid is how much? 1,200. How much still payable? 200. It become 1,400. Your carriage inward is 1,400. You made a sale of 1,12,000 minus return 4,600. Actual sale become 1,07,400. Unsold stock is 10,000. If this is unsold is called closing stock. Then your credit side total 1,17,400. The net result will come 34,200. It is called the gross profit, which is transferred to profit and loss account. Here, by gross profit brought down 34,200. If you see your trial balance, you can understand these two items. Trial balance, where is the commission? Credit side is a gain. This amount profit and loss account credit side. Discount, which side is there? Credit side, that is discount received, which has been shown here. Here, discount received, commission. Your general expense is 2,400. Your insurance is 4,000. How much unexpired prepaid? 1,000. It become 3,000. How much repair charges? 200. Your salary is 9,000. How much still payable? 200 become 11,000. Interest on capital 5% on 50,000 is 2,500. Your for depreciation furniture is 5,000. 10% of this is 500. The net result will come 17,800, which has been transferred to profit and loss account. Here, this whatever the profit comes, this goes to balance sheet. For a capital, it should be added. If there is a net loss, from the capital, it should be deducted. In your balance sheet, if you see that you have to pay the bank overdraft, you have taken the loan, we have to pay the bank overdraft, we have to pay the seller, we are still outstanding wages is there, wages is not yet paid, salary is not yet paid. We started with a capital of 50,000. We got interest. For a businessman, interest is a gain. For a business, interest on capital is a loss. Then you earn a net profit of 17,800. Your capital has been raised 50 to 70,300. There is an improvement. 50,000 become 70,300. Your cash at bank balance is 4,000. You have got a scooter value 8,000. Building value is 65,000. Your furniture is 5,000. How much has come down? 500. It become 4,500. Your debtor value is 16,000. Unsold stock is 10,000. Prepaid insurance is 1,000. If you add the figure, it's 98,500. You must be very, very careful here. The careful point here, no? What's the point here? They will give the trial balance. They will give the adjustment. The item from the trial balance should appear only once. The items in the adjustment should appear twice. Regarding the capital, there are business entity concept we say. One as a businessman, one as a business. Who invested? Businessman has invested the money into the business. Who is the receiver? Business is the receiver. So you are doing the what's called trading and profit and loss account of business. When you say balance sheet capital, we are doing the individual person account. He started with 50,000. You got an interest of 2,500 is a gain. You got a net profit 17. So 50,000 becomes 70,300. One point to bear in mind, increase in asset, increase in capital, decrease in asset, decrease in capital. I will repeat, increase in asset, increase in capital, decrease in asset, decrease in capital. So if you see that now 50,000 becomes 70,300, there is a improvement. 50 become 20,300 more. There is a improvement in the business because 50 has become 70,300. All prepaids are asset, all outstandings are liability. I will repeat, all prepaids are asset, all outstandings are liability. That's why outstanding has been shown on the liability side, prepaid we have been shown on the asset side of the balance sheet. All prepaids are asset, all outstandings are liability. The item I told repeated, the items in the trial balance should appear only once, either in the trading account or in the profit and loss account or in the balance sheet. The adjustment item should appear twice, one in trading account, one in the balance sheet. The items in the trial balance. So what is actually trial balance? Trial balance shows arithmetical accuracy of books of account. How the trial balance is prepared? With the help of the ledger. How the ledger is prepared? With the help of the journal entry. Journal entry to ledger, ledger to trial balance. Trial balance has got two sides. One is the debit side, one is the credit side. Debit side shows assets and expenses. Credit side shows incomes and liability. What's the debit side? Assets and expenses. Credit side, incomes and liability. So you are going to prepare three accounts. One is trading account, one is profit and loss account, one is a balance sheet. Trading account is directly connected, direct expenditure, purchase and sale. Difference is gross profit or gross loss, whereas profit and loss account is indirectly connected. Maybe incomes are expenses. The net result is net profit or net loss. Net profit transfer to capital account will be raised. If there is a net loss, capital account will be deducted. Then we come back to balance sheet. Balance sheet is not an account. It is a statement of assets and liabilities, which shows the financial position of the concern. How much asset we are having, how much liability you have to pay, what is the difference of capital. When you compare to last year, whether the capital has been decreased or increased. If you see here, the capital has been increased. 50,000 becomes how much? 70,300. There is a improvement. 50 becomes 70 means 20,300 is increment. It's a hard work of a sole trader, individual business. He worked very hard. His profit has 50,000 has been increased to 70,300. So there is a improvement in business is considered. 50 becomes 70,300. I think you must be very careful about the trial balance. When the trial balance is given, when the adjustment is given, what is the student know? You have to go through 2 or 3 times regarding the adjustment. You make a mark in a pencil when you're solving the problem. That particular mark comes, you have to understand some adjustment is there. Then you have to go through the adjustment and make the figure. Then only if you study that what's called the question paper is given, go through 2 or 3 times. Sometime first time you may not understand. When you read the second time, you can understand something. When you go once again in the third time, that time you sure that you are going to understand. If regarding the adjustment, take the pencil and make a mark of that adjustment. When the particular item comes, you know that some adjustment is there, so that we can easily go. If there is outstanding, make a mark. If they prepaid, make a mark. If there is stock destroyed, make a mark. So that adjustment is going to come, so that we can easily make this. Final account is accepted here now. This is going to come compulsory, very easy to solve that. In your section A, this will definitely come. Out of the 4, you have to answer any 2. 15 marks, 15 marks, 30 marks. Section B, we ask 3 questions. One is trading and P&L account. No balance sheet is there. So, 1 for 15 marks, 1 for 20 marks. Totally work for 25 marks. First A, we ask 4 questions. One is trading account. This final account will come easy, very easy problem they are going to ask. So that you have to solve 2 problems. 15 plus 15 is 30 marks. Then go next one. We got another section B. First section A is only theory. 5 into 4 is theory. Section B, you ask 5 questions. You have to answer anything. 10 into 3 is 30. Section C, we ask 4 questions. You have to answer any 2. One final account, another. I'm going to explain in the next session what is going to receive. So, easy question. One 10 marks question will come final account. One 15 marks question will totally 25 marks coverage. So, one with the section C, 15 marks, trading account, P&L account in the balance sheet, where section B, 10 marks, trading and only profit and loss. One 10 marks question, one 15 marks, and totally coverage is 25 marks. So, Your paper is 80 marks. 30% of 80 marks is 24 is necessary. Another 16 marks for internal assessment. In our college, we are going to conduct 3 internal assessment, 3 internals you are going to conduct it. You will take the average, 24 plus 16 become 40 marks. So for 80, 30% is compulsory. Don't neglect anything. Don't neglect the subject here. It is very easy. Whatever the problem you are going to solve, you just take out the problem. If you have got a doubt, we can meet me in the college. We can meet the principal and say that I want to meet particular lecturer. We are available in the college. I hope you have followed everything. I told you about the trading account, your trading P&L account, and the trial balance, the concept of businessman and a business. I've explained detailedly. In the next session, we'll go to another problem with good example, with a good adjustment. Till then, goodbye. Meet in the next class.